This is Denise Mathew, and today I'm just going to do a quick tutorial on how to attach beads using closed loops. If you know this technique, you can pretty much make any kind of necklace you want attaching beads. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're just going to start, and I'm working with about a 24 gauge wire here today. Usually whatever wire you're going to use will be according to if it fits through your beads. Keep in mind that the lighter the wire, okay, so it fits through my bead easily, the lighter the wire, the more flimsy the piece. So if you can work with a bigger size wire, closer to a 22 or a 24 or even a 20, that's going to make a sturdier project for you. Okay, so the first thing you do is you're just going to do a plain loop, and I'm just twisting the wire right around my pliers, and it's sort of just making a little circle, and I have a little tail there. And then once that's done, I'm going to grab hold of that circle with my chain nose pliers, and I'm just going to take my finger and take that tail and just begin to wrap it around. Okay, and I'm going to wrap it around until I have no more wire, and then just squeeze in that little, so there's a little tail there. You just want to squeeze that little tail in, and so that there's nothing going to poke anybody. Now, another way you can do that, instead of using that, if you happen to have crimp pliers, you can just take your crimps and you can just squeeze right around that, and it's a perfect fit, and it will tighten up that coil for you. Now that that's done, I have what's called a closed loop. Now I'm just going to slide on my bead, alright, and bring it right down to the end. So that's what I have so far. A 90-degree angle. Bring it right over my round nose pliers. Okay. Grab hold of that circle and then begin to wrap. And I can wrap as much or as little as I like, okay? When you're working, it's nice to keep your loops sort of the same size. And if you want to make sure that all your loops are exactly the same, you can mark your round nose pliers with a permanent marker, and then you'll know exactly what size you're always using. Okay, and it will make them more consistent. So now if I want to make, I'm going to make sort of a chain with these beads. I'm just going to do the exact same thing. Start with a plain loop, and I just twist it around like that. Then, instead of closing that loop, I'm just going to slide it on like that. So I would have this. Okay, then again, grab hold of that circle and then begin to wrap that short tail. Now usually you're going to leave a little over 1/4 of an inch tail. You can use more if you want in the beginning, because you may have a difficult time trying to wrap it around if it's too short. So just kind of keep that in mind. Okay, so just squeeze that in, and then this is what we would have so far. And then you would do exactly the same thing. Slide another bead on, and then that's what we would have. 90-degree angle and a circle, and then I'm going to close that up, and I will grab hold of that circle and wrap a few times and then trim it back. Now if you find that your circle, if you notice it's a little crooked or it's sideways, just take your pliers and just bring it to the center. No worries at all. Alright, so that's what you would do. Now, if you wanted to attach some chain to this, if you're doing a necklace or a bracelet that had beads and chain, you're going to just do the exact same thing. Just a loop, slide it on to your circle, okay, and then close that loop, wrapping that tail around. And then the next thing you want to do is just slide another bead on, another loop, 90-degree angle, and before I close this loop, I'm just going to slide that chain, the link of that chain, right on. And then that would be on there. Again, back to the exact same way. Grab hold of the circle, wrap a few times, and then trim. Now if you wanted to add a circle or some component other than the chain, you can do the exact same thing. And I'm just going to go really quick here. Alright, just sliding that right onto the chain, that open loop. Grab hold of the loop, close it up. Then slide another bead on. And now I'm just going to do another 90-degree angle, circle. Now the one thing you want to do with the circle when you're making it to attach a component is you want to make the circle big enough so that it will slip over the component and the component will fit inside of it. So if you notice, my circle fits in there perfectly without any issue at all. Okay, so now I'm just going to close that wrap and then trim it back, and then you can do whatever you want. You can continue on, and the nice thing about this project is once you know it, you'll have many projects that you can work with. And this concludes the tutorial. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.